welcome to one of the most storied programs in college football and the first one to win 1,000 games, the Michigan Wolverines. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport, a rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Wolverines will kick it away to start us off. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Michigan State's offense will get the first possession of the game. A state divided. They started playing for the Paul Bunyan Trophy, the big wooden lumberjack, back in the early 50s when Sparty joined the Big Ten.
And it's so nice to have you, Reese, to have all those data from when you were in high school and when you were in college back in the 50s. And you know the records so well of these games, but it matters. And their comments fly week to week for these guys, Michigan State, and it is intense and the hatred runs deep.
Can you just imagine Reese riding to school in his Ford Model T back in the day? How nice that would have been.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary, guys that can win one-on-one and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
Leaves it with the back. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Got his man quickly. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Childs. He looks that one in nicely. And the Spartans will bring the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. So Michigan's offense has its first opportunity of the day. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll keep it himself. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
He's going to take off. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. Wants to throw. It's Orji. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go for and out, but they'll try to convert here. On fourth down, going to the air. Makes the grab, and he's got the first. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Edwards. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. The Wolverines often look at this rivalry as their birthright to win. And boy, did they put the hammer down in a blowout last year.
Yeah, and you heard a lot of hail to the victors, and you heard a lot about little brother, and a lot of shots throughout this last year about how Michigan is the program in the state. They are the brand. And Michigan State has heard that, Palmer, a ton.
And that's just been a narrative that we've heard throughout the years, too. And it's something that people love talking about in Ann Arbor is that they are the dominant team. And it's not even close in this in-state rival. Michigan State's got to do something to flip the script. If they want their program to reach the consistency that Michigan has, they've got to recruit better. And a big way in doing that is winning this game.
Trying to find his man on first down. Going for the big play. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. Guys, these two have been showing contempt and disdain for each other for more than a century. First meeting back in 1898.
Yeah, and my goodness, you think about all the years, all the plays. You think about Mike Hart a few years ago. What was he talking about? Little brother. That stung Michigan State so bad. The hatred for each other is what makes this game so fun to follow every single year.
And I always feel in this game specifically between Michigan and Michigan State,
And he's got it at the 20. Touchdown, Wolverines! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
They'll line up to go for two. Movement here from the tight end. To throw, it's Orji. Takes the easy one to the back. Into the end zone for the two, and they push that lead out to 8. So a drive there of 82 yards, and the final 53 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
You've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it in halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quick that you can go to.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, it's one thing to have a rivalry game, but when you have two longtime foes separated by 65 miles battling for a prize like the Paul Bunyan Trophy, you know emotions tend to run high. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Michigan and Michigan State plays out.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. If they can back up that late score in the first half with another one here in the second, they can really take control of this game.
Yeah, and of course you went straight to offense, Reese. But how about the defense? If you can stop the bleeding, right? They created some momentum going into the half. Now, come out, set the tone for the second half. Get the ball back to your offense. It's not always about offense, yes.
No, let's find out just how good of a job this defensive coaching staff does with their adjustments, right? A lot of what they were trying to do in the first half just simply wasn't working. They were getting lit up. Maybe they can change up some looks, some personnel groupings, and do some better things here in the second half.
They shut it down quickly, but he gets two out to the 18. Paul Bunyan, a huge part of trophies in the Big Ten. He's got an axe. He's got this trophy for the Spartans and the Wolverines. Where do you guys rank this trophy?
Yeah, it's hard to say. I mean, there's so many trophy games, I feel like, in the Big Ten, David. This game, obviously, it always has Big Ten implications, national championship implications. I will be honest, Paul Bunyan trophy gives me the heebie-jeebies a bit, though.
You don't like it, it just kind of gives you the heebie-jeebies. I hear you, but how about Reese throwing a ranking on us? Rank the trophies? Reese, what are we doing here? We're not ranking trophies. Huge rivalry game, a lot of emotions. We're not talking about ranking trophies.
They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The give to the tailback. They get him down, but not before he picks up 5 down to the 17-yard line. The Spartans are in the hurry-up. Back to throw, it's Childs. He's got him still on his feet. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. These fans trying to be like a 12th man on defense and help them get a stop. Pocket starts to collapse. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's looking to throw. Quick strike complete. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one, as they get set to snap it just about to reach the end of the quarter. On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. As they say, touchdown, first down, or get down. He gets down. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor, both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. And this could prove to be the biggest play of the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal. Looking for the score. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. Just trucks through it. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. So that defense keeps the lead right where it is and a chance to build on it, David.
Yeah, the defense did a great job. Now, the offense, you know what you're going to get from this defense. They have to be aggressive. They're trying to get the football back later in the game, Jesse.
Because they're going to be so aggressive too, David, you know, on offense now, you have a chance to break one maybe in the run game or finding a one-on-one matchup in the passing game to really pad the lead.
You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7. quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. To the air, it's Orji. Going for it all. Wide open, he makes the catch. Hit the afterburners, kid. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Michigan.
How about the bomb? The Hail Mary coming out, and the offense executes it great. They throw the ball deep. Where's the defense? Man, you know this ball is going deep. You know they need it. They got to have it. And the defense just doesn't play great, doesn't get to the football to make a play.
Two-point conversion attempt is on the way. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looking for the two-point try. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Looking for a man. It's Orji. He's got him in the flat. He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The two-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's Foster. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On third and long, he has to throw for it.
Listen, I love when my quarterback gets outside the pocket. I got an opportunity to make a huge play. But when it's not there, now I want him to make the simple play. Throw it away. Don't take the sack. Don't take the loss of yards plays.
Fires to the middle. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it.
Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. The Wolverines have a nice little cushion in that Paul Bunyan trophy almost within their grasp.
Sparty can't quit, though. This game means too much. In the rivalry, in the conference play, in recruiting, Sparty now has to dig deep, and they've got to fight back. Just takes one play, Dave.
Yeah, and these guys are a bunch of underdog guys, right? These guys are the ones that are talked about in this rivalry as inferior to Michigan all the time. You got a chance to keep fighting, showing what's inside your chest.
Now the two-point conversion attempt is coming. To the air, it's Orji. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
Despite coming up short on the previous 2 fourth-down attempts, this offense will try it here again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Working the middle, it's complete. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. To the air on first down. Feelings, and he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, looks like the offense was able to recover it. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
Through the air is incomplete. It's third down.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Coming after him. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
And I get it. At this point in the second half, dude, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points and quickly. You got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game is all but over.
First down here for the offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Trying to get to him. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan! And the punishment has been extended.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Why not double the try total and go for 2?
Black 18! Black 18! Set!
Looking to throw, it's Orji. Gets it out quickly. He goes airborne, and he's in there for the 2-point conversion. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. One more play to pad the stats. They'll throw it on first down. And a sack all the way back at the 5. You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious. To be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media, it's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but It's something that every year you have a couple games starred. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means so much. This was a fun one to call.
So that's going to do it for us.